So we're a couple weeks into the off-season now, and we still do have some tennis going on in December. It's not totally off in December, and we do come back officially on, I think, the 2nd of January in the ATP and the WTA, starting with the United Cup. But we do have a tournament happening in Saudi Arabia on the ATP side of things, the Next Gen Finals. So let's see who's playing, because there are some big names playing that event, but also one big name is pulled out. Okay, so these are the 8 players that will be playing in the Next Gen Finals. Mensik, he is the number 1 seed, and he was number 19 in the world to finish the season. Of course, won in Miami, and he is the best player to be a part of this. But Fonseca, he is pulled out. He was going to be the number 2 seed, and also, of course, the defending champion from last year, so he will not be playing, which is a bit of a shame. Tien is going to be number 2 seed. He made the final last year, so he's going to be back here again to try and go one better. And then there's a big drop-off. Outside the top 100 is the next best guy with Blokst. He'll be the number 3 seed. Prismic, he'll be number 4 seed. Then you've got Landalucci, Kia, Perseveretti, and then Jota will round out the top 8. So he came in as a replacement, I guess, for Fonseca. So it's going to be really interesting to see what happens here, because, of course, if you look at the history of the Next Gen Finals, the winner of this tournament, more often than not, goes on to do big things. We know Alcaraz, Sinner, Tsitsipas have won this event in the past. Obviously, Fonseca won it last year. So even though it does have abbreviated scoring and some different rules to the ATP, it does matter who does do well here, because as we've seen with the guys that are already qualified this year, like Mensik and Tien and Fonseca, they've all done great things this year after having their debuts last year. So there it is. That is the Next Gen Finals. Let me know down in the comments below. Are you going to watch the Next Gen Finals? It's the only thing really happening in December besides a handful of exhibition events that are happening throughout America. That's going to be the really only official tournament going on. Of course, not worth any ranking points, and the title doesn't actually count towards the ATP. But again, it is worth noting who actually makes the final and who wins this tournament, because over the time, the players that have done well at the Next Gen Finals or have won the Next Gen Finals more often than not go on to do something in the next year, even if they haven't maintained that level of tennis throughout their career. But then there's other players, like I said, like Sinner, like Alcaraz. They won this tournament, and look what they're doing. So it's going to be really interesting to see. But let me know in the comments below. Are you going to watch this event? Do you pay attention to the Next Gen Finals? Or are you going to just keep going on with your off-season? Because, of course, we do come back in about 4 to 5 weeks' time with the United Cup in January. So that's when we get back on the tour for the ATP and the WTA. But there it is. That's what the Next Gen Final is going to look like this year. And unfortunately, Fonseca will not be playing.